to titaniumtalarstarot, and today I'll be doing a how can you help yourself, others, and the world this week video. Alright, so for this I'll be using some concepts from Superconscious Education, brought to us by Chris Duncan. I'll also be using a deck I wrote myself. It's an oracle deck. I named it the Action Oracle. And with that being said, my gorgeous triple tears, let's get into the cards and concepts. So the first group of individuals I will be pulling for are my perfectionists. The individuals who intuitively know how things should be done in order for them to turn out great. So please, God, angels, and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my perfectionists, please come forward and share what they should do to help themselves this week. Please, God, angels, and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my perfectionists, please come forward and share what they can do to help themselves. And you got trust the process. Yeah, trust the process, let go, and let God is the next thing I feel like saying. Just trust it. Just trust it. Just trust it. Alright, then how can I help others? Expand your awareness to their, like, I feel like you're only viewing it from one angle, but if you expand your awareness to include theirs, you'll be better. You'll be able to help them better, is what I'm getting. Okay? Now, how can you help the world? You got put you first. Focus on you. Well, I feel like if you put you first and you focus on yourself, I feel like you will naturally do something that will get others to want to follow, which might be blown up to the world stage, you know, because one person who liked it so much saw it that they will like tweet about it, and then everyone I said tweet, but it could be any form of social media, right? And everyone is gonna love it, and then everyone's gonna do it, and it's gonna be a thing. I'm getting that. Okay, so now on to my helpers, the individuals who intuitively know who to help, how to help, in what situation, and when, and all that jazz. So please, God, angels, and guides, anyone for the highest good. We got a faller. And so, please, God, angels, and guides, how can my helpers help themselves this week? And we got take into consideration. And quickly, take into consideration all the details that you actually, you know, should be taking into account, is what I'm getting. Interesting factoid. Take into consideration the details that you are not taking into consideration to actually make the best decision that you possibly can in this given situation, is what I'm getting. Now, how can you help others? You got replace it. Replace. Now, I do not know what the it is that you should be replacing. I guess you'll know, but replace it. Do you have a family? And did something break? And the best way to help your family is to replace that broken thing with a new version of that thing, is what I'm getting. It doesn't have to be a new model, just a new version of that thing that you had. Okay, now how can you help the world? Dismiss. I have no idea what to say for this. Maybe that in and of itself. Maybe it's something that you're like, what do I say to that? I have no idea. Like, you're like, what? No, I've never been in front of this situation before. What? I feel like that is what is being suggested. Dismiss it, because you're like, I don't know how to respond. Or find the person that will be able to deal with that thing that you have no experience with dealing with. So please, God, angels, and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my achievers, the individuals who intuitively know how to set goals and go about achieving them one by one. So please, God, angels, and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my achievers, please come forward and share what how can my achievers help themselves this week? Please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my achievers, please come forward and share what they can do to help themselves. And you got flow with the group, because I feel like you'll be able to realize your goal quicker if you flow with them. Or at least your intuition. And if your intuition is telling you to go with them, go with them. Like, follow them, follow what they do and stuff. Now, for how can my achievers help others? Laugh. Now, I got that it was laughing in someone's face, kind of talking about the thing that they are currently complaining about or having difficulty with a jovial reaction. Now, your jovialness might rub them the wrong way. That is not your problem. That is neither your issue. So just let them stew in their own issue, is what I'm getting. But you stay true to what you know is real about you. Because if what others are experiencing is not in alignment with who you are, or if the way that they are experiencing what they are going through is not in alignment with you, then it's high time you say bye-bye. But that is my perception, so take it if it resonates. All right. Now, how can you help the world? Adjust your method. Adjust your method of sharing information. Adjust your method of letting others know, of informing others, is what I'm getting. So that was it for my achievers. Now on to my individualists, the individuals who intuitively know how things should be done. No, not them. The individualists are the ones who intuitively know what to set at the center of attention, how to keep it there for a long time, and so on and so forth. So please, God, angels, and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my individualists, please come forward and share what can they do to help themselves this week. And you got ascend and or help to ascend. I feel like there's something that you know that will help others go higher in their wanted endeavors, become better at what it is that they're trying to do. And this is just saying, just help them. Well, either help yourself ascend so that you can help others ascend after, is what I'm getting. Either or, and or, right? So now how can you help the others? Stand up and proclaim that you can help them out by posting videos or by I feel like it's an and or whatever. So stand up, like, and also, like, post videos, put out posts, whatever you feel comfortable with, but whatever it is, if you can, is my next thing. Try and have it be seen from other people. That's what I'm getting. Now, how can my individualists help the world? You got write a post, write a book, write an article, write a column. I don't know. But write something. You can even just write a list. Write a list that you need. Write a list of things that you did in order to do something, then post that. Like, post it through the mail, or post it on your social media, or post it on, or send it to an editor, or send it to a journal, or whatever. Excuse me. Now, so that was for my individualists. Now on to my investigators. The individuals who intuitively know how how to research something, for how long, and for what end. So, please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my investigators, please, God, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my investigators, please come forward and share what it is that they can do to help themselves this week. Please, angels and guides, and you got encourage yourself to take that next step. Encourage yourself to go out and walk. Encourage yourself to run, to eat better, whatever it is that you need to encourage yourself with, my investigators. Now, how can you help others? Head into something new. Research something new. Okay. Now, you're gonna have to see what that means for you. Take it how it resonates, please. Yes. So, how can you help the world? Transform yourself to be transform yourself, and I'm getting to be a better role model for others, if that makes any sense at all. Okay, now on to my loyalists, the individuals who intuitively know what to stay loyal to, how to stay loyal to it, for how long, and for what reason. So please, and who needs them to be loyal to them at this moment. So please, God, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my loyalists, please come forward and share what specifically is it that they can do to help themselves this week. Please, God, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my loyalists, please come forward and share what they can do to help themselves this week. And you got follow your intuition. You can help yourself by following your intuition. Yeah. So just follow it, and it will lead you in the right direction, is what I'm getting. Now, how can you help others? My loyalists, you got recraft, repurpose. Recraft and repurpose something that no longer seems of use for a moment there. You need to recraft it. Okay, so how can you help the world, my loyalists? And you got move on. Move on. It's time to move on from that thing that you used to use, that you had to recraft and repurpose. Or maybe the moving on is that you're recrafting and repurposing something that you've used before to better help the world. Yeah. That's some deep shit right there. I'm just saying stuff. Alright, so now on to my enthusiasts, the individuals who intuitively know how to stay enthusiastic about things, what to get others to be enthusiastic about, and how to keep others enthusiastic about it for as long as possible. So please, God, angels, and guides, how can my enthusiasts help themselves? And you got start fresh. I feel like what you've been doing up to this point is kind of passé date, as they say in French, which means gone over the best before date is what I'm getting. Next, how can my enthusiasts help others? You got look for something new. Maybe you need to buy fresh milk or fresh meat or fruit or bread. I have no clue. So now, how can my enthusiasts help others look for something new? Are you hosting a dinner? I feel like people are too used to, how should I say this? I feel like people are used to you doing the same thing and have been used to you doing it that same specific way for a long time. Do something new. Look for something new in order to keep them entertained and to keep them on the edge of their seat. Be like, ooh, something new's coming. Now, how can they help the world? Trust in God. Let go and let God. Trust the process. So, my enthusiasts, how can you help the world? Just trust that it is going to help itself and work itself out is what I'm getting. Okay, so now on to my protectors, the individuals who intuitively know what to protect, how long to protect it for, from what, when, where, how, all of the above. So please, God, angels, and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my protectors, please come forward and share how my protectors, how might they be knocking themselves out this week? Please. I'm mixing two videos together. So please, God, angels, and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my protectors, please come forward and share. How can they help themselves this week? Please, God, angels, and guides, anyone for the highest good. And you got forgive. Forgive yourself for what you've been doing that isn't really in alignment with what you want to do, my protectors. Now, how can you help others? Be vulnerable. Forgive yourself, be vulnerable about it, and allow others to, so that others can feel better about themselves is what I'm getting. Now, how can you help the world? God, release attachments to the way it should be done. Release, yes, I'm getting that there is a slight portion of you that is a perfectionist and who's like, no, it should be done this way. If it's not done this way, I don't want any part of it. Well, how can you be of service to others if you're putting conditions on the way it should be done. And because of all that, the world won't be able to be helped by you specifically, is what I'm getting. So now on to my chameleons, the individuals who intuitively know what intuitive style to use in any given situation. So please, God, angels, and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my chameleons, please come forward and share what or how they can help themselves this week. Please, God, angels, and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my chameleons, please come forward and share how they can help themselves this week. Please, God, angels, and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my chameleons, please come forward and share how they can help themselves. God, set boundaries. Set boundaries because I feel like someone is going to try to cross them this week. How can you help others? Set up. What's up with set? Okay, set. So not only set your boundaries, but set them up so that others can respect them. Because I feel like if they don't respect them, the implications will be, not the implications, but the consequence will be much greater. And they do not want to cross you. And how can you help the world? You gotta be open to change. That is interesting. Okay, so are you doing all the prep work? And at the last minute, something's going to come in and catch your attention, which is going to make you be like, okay, I need to pivot or change the way I'm doing this specific thing. Is it? Be open to change. Feel like it's going to be open to change last minute, because that change is going to bring forth a lot of good for the world, okay? So, my gorgeous triple tears, this is all that I have for you guys this week. If you like this and if you'd like me to go deeper into your specific situation, please contact me at the email in the box below, and it'll be my pleasure to assist. In that same box, you'll find a little description of this video and my price for private readings, as well as the email you can send donations to on PayPal if you feel so called. And with that being said, my gorgeous triple tears, I wish you guys all a very good week, and I'll see you next time, okay? Bye.